Hey, welcome back to New Gen Physio's channel. I'm William Shop. I own New Gen Physios, and what we do is we help business owners gain the tools they need to go from an operator to an owner with an exit strategy in 6 months. The reason that we do this is because we need to be running our businesses like we'll own it forever, but that we can sell it tomorrow if we wish. And today what we're going to be going over is the 3 gifts of labor, as Tony Robbins calls it. There's also another kind of version of this in the book, The E-Myth. If you haven't read that, definitely highly recommend it. But there's 3 categories of labor. There's 3 gifts of labor. And there's no right or wrong answer for any of these, right? It's just who you are as a person. And so the first one is an artist or a skilled worker, right? These are our staff clinicians, our staff PTs that are doing the day-to-day treating. They're interacting with the patients, and they're kind of the people that are on the ground, sort of the boots on the ground type people in the business. The second is a manager / leader. These are the people who make sure that the skilled workers, our staff PTs, are staying on task with their day-to-day objectives, hitting all their metrics, and just kind of they're like the glue that kind of keeps the ship running. And then lastly is the entrepreneur, which if you own a business, chances are you have a little bit of this in you, because these are the risk takers. These are the people who have a vision, and they put their vision above everything else, and then they have to have people that are going to help them execute this vision. Okay. Now, one of the problems when we're just starting out a business is we try to fill all these roles, but the problem is but we don't have each of them as a gift of labor, right? We may have a little bit of each of them, but there's people that can do it better than us. And so I'm going to pull up some notes for right now. Okay. So I'm going to say an artist. Here we go. An artist. Okay, then we have a manager / leader, and there's a little bit difference between these two. We'll go over those in a second. And then you have the entrepreneur. Okay, and so like I was saying, the artist is the skilled worker. They're the day-to-day people that are kind of boots on the ground, treating the patients. And then the manager leader, those are the people that are managing the artists, make sure that they stay on their day-to-day tasks and kind of carrying forward, and everything's hitting all their metrics and all that kind of fun stuff. But the difference between a manager and a leader is that a leader can be a manager, but not every manager can be a leader, right? And that has more to do with personality traits than anything else. And then the entrepreneur, again, is that vision holder. And so the reason why I said at the beginning is it doesn't matter which one of these you are. You can be a business owner and you can be an artist. You can be a business owner, be an entrepreneur, or you could be a business owner and be a manager or leader. It doesn't matter. What matters is how you fill those positions, right? And so the reason why we need to fill these is because if we, I'm going to scroll down a little bit here. If we draw this on a chart, okay, so this is like the effectiveness of the business, and this is time. If you have an entrepreneur that's starting a business out and they're just an entrepreneur, 100% entrepreneur, they have this big idea and their business kind of looks like this, and then just kind of falls, right? They have this big idea, the idea doesn't get executed properly, and then it fails, and then we chase some other shiny object, and then we try to start another business or so forth. Once we have a manager leader, right? If we're putting them on this chart without the entrepreneur, they kind of stay down here, and they don't really take anything off the ground because they're not the visionary. They don't come up with these new ideas. They're just really good at executing other people's ideas. Okay, and then the last one is an artist, and so these are the people who actually typically start their own cash practices, usually because they're kind of fed up with the corporate world and they want to go do their own thing, but they don't have that entrepreneurial spirit where they're a visionary, they have all these ideas, and what they look like is this. They kind of start here and they end up here, and they sort of just plateau at their patient volume. Okay, and so you can see all of these by themselves aren't the best the best way to go about owning a business or operating a business, right? If you're an artist, you're always going to be an operator, and you're never going to be able to scale by yourself. If you're a manager leader, you need somebody like an entrepreneur who's going to create this vision and you can help execute their vision. And then if you're the entrepreneur, you have all these ideas, but you need someone to help. You need someone to help execute these ideas. And so what happens is if we kind of team up and we put all these people together, we end up getting something like this. Okay, so I'm going to draw another chart over here, right? This is, you can call it like strength of the business, and this is time. Okay, so now you have an entrepreneur or a manager, or sorry, an entrepreneur or an artist starting the business. If you have an entrepreneur starting the business, you have this big spike, right? And then before they fall, right, you want to hire an artist to kind of keep them going this way, right? Or even a manager slash leader who's also an artist, because at the beginning, you're going to have to fill all these roles, right? Like at the beginning for an entrepreneur, you're the artist, you're the manager leader, you're the entrepreneur. You're wearing every hat. You're the CEO and the janitor all at the same time. If you're the artist and it's the beginning, you're the CEO and the janitor all at the same time, and everything in between. So if you're the entrepreneur, you're starting this, you kind of start to get here, and without another hire, you're going to start to see this business kind of plateauing and starting to come down. Right at this point is when you want to make your hire, right? You're probably doing like $12,000, $15,000 a month, maybe more, maybe a little less by yourself, and you need to bring someone on. Maybe it's going to be an admin, and they're going to be your manager, right? As you are now just the entrepreneur and the artist, and your front desk is kind of the manager, keeping up with the day-to-day kind of tasks behind the scenes. Or maybe you hire an artist first, right? You hire another staff clinician, and then they're, to help kind of keep this trend going this way. And now what you are is now you're the entrepreneur and the manager, and they're the artist. They're doing most of the treatments. Maybe you're cut your time down to 10, 12 people a week, and your other PT that you've hired is seeing 25 to 30 a week. But the problem is now you are still having to manage everything, and you're not using your true calling to be the visionary to help drive the business with new ideas. You're too much into the day-to-day. So then your next hire is going to be a manager, which then just helps kind of propel this going forward. And so now you have a complete team of an entrepreneur, which is maybe you, right? Or a manager leader or an artist, okay? And so now you have everybody working together where the entrepreneur is holding the vision, they're holding the new ideas, and the manager leader is kind of checking those ideas. They're saying, hey, yeah, that's a good one. Maybe put that in your back pocket. Or, hey, that's a really great idea. Let's be innovative and let's test this. And then they pass it down to the artists who are doing the day-to-day treatments to execute on all the day-to-day tasks. Okay? So to sum it up, what this video is saying is it doesn't matter which one of these three that you are. You just need to know which one you are so that you can execute and that you can hire the other two as you can to kind of grow the business. And so you get this upward trend of here instead of falling down like this if you're an entrepreneur, or getting stuck here if you're the manager leader, or if you're the artist and you're kind of here and you just kind of plateau here that whole entire way, right? So thanks for watching. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. I'll leave my email in the bottom of the video here. And keep on building. That's the whole entire mission, right? Keep on building your brand. Keep on building your business. Have an awesome rest of your day.